So you have been thinking of moving to Kitchener, Ontario, and you are a buyer working with the price range of 6 to 700,000, and you're wondering what can you really find these days in Kitchener between that 6 to 700,000 price point. Then stay tuned, because right here in this video, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back to my office, share my screen with you, and we are going to look at 5 different listings from low to high 600,000 leading up to the 700K that will give you a really good idea as to what you can find these days between that 6 and 700K here in Kitchener, Ontario. So stay tuned and let's get right into it. Hello and welcome. My name is Townhome. I am a local real estate agent serving Kitchener and surrounding towns, and I have people just like you who reach out to me who are looking to relocate in and around Kitchener, Waterloo, and I absolutely love it. So whether you are thinking of moving in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. Call me, text me, email me, or even schedule a Zoom call. All the info is right below in the description. I'll be more than happy to help you make a smooth move in and around Kitchener, Waterloo. All right, so you can probably see my screen by now. And what we are going to do is we're going to jump straight into the house segment. I have actually, in fact, pulled up a list of homes that I want to show you guys, and we'll take a look at it together so you can get a really good idea. So let's dive straight in. And I'm going to pull up my first listing that's in the low 600,000, and all the listings I've pulled up are the ones that have actually gone through the sale, so we know exactly what they went for. So no one is playing around with the prices. What the prices you see here are the actual prices that the homes have been sold for recently. So this one is the first one, actually is a low 600,000. As you can see, sold for 610 in November. What I can tell you is the market has been fairly flat between November and now, so it's still reliable to use this information. What you are looking at is a 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, and it's a townhome, a rather 3-story townhome, and 2014, so it's not too old. $194 a month. That's the condo fee you are looking at. However, it's a good space for a townhome, if you ask me. Close to 1,700 square feet. Let's take a peek inside and see what the home has to offer. So right as you enter, you have this alley. I don't think that's a living area. I have seen the pictures from before, and I can tell you like what it is. It's a flex space. So this is your coat closet. You do have a flight of stairs that will lead you to your the main level, where you have living, dining, and kitchen. But this is your mechanical room, and the other side of it is where you have this nice flex space that is finished. So this, in 3-story layout, this is pretty much your basement space. And you have walkout to the backyard. So this could be an office space, guys, if you're working from home. This could be a library. This could be kids' playroom. This could be a gym or a yoga room. Like I said, it's a nice, versatile flex space that you could use. And this is where you have your living, dining, and kitchen. Love the spacious layout that you have here. And just this is so cute, especially if you're a small family. This could be perfect. Just look at the overhang. You have granite countertops, great finishes. If I were to walk in with a buyer client who is looking for a turnkey home, I feel like this could be considered as a good option. Also, I like the size. Lots of cabinetry is what I see. Lots of counter space throughout this kitchen, which is a must-have these days. And you have right across the kitchen is where you have your dining with the walkout to that cute little deck, the patio that we saw. So that's the kind of layout you're looking at. You do have a powder room on this level, and as you head upstairs is where you have 3 bedrooms, smaller bedroom, slightly bigger than the other one. So, and I do, however, like the stacked laundry on the 3rd level, because especially with 3-story layout, my God, you don't want your laundry on the ground level, because you will go crazy doing laundry, especially if you're on the 3rd level, going up and down the stairs. That's a 4-piece washroom with a tub and a shower, and this is your primary with an I don't know if you do have an ensuite. I don't think you have an ensuite, but that's your primary. I do like the size of this lawn, actually. Very good, very deep fenced backyard. on a low 600,000 with a condo fee that's under $200 a month. For a home that's about 11 years old, I feel like this is a great option that's worth considering, at least in my opinion. You guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this home? But let's move on to the next one I have, and that will give you a slightly rather different perspective. That's Wilfred. Okay, so this is, again, we are still in that low 600 space. This is a rather freehold, and it's a semi-detached home in a good neighborhood. Stanley Park is considered a mature neighborhood, but a great neighborhood here in Kitchener. You're very close to all the major amenities. And again, this sold in November for $628,000. We are looking at a 3-bed, 2-bath layout. I'm not sure if it's 2 full bath. We will take a look at it. But as you can see, this is rather aged and dated. So if you're okay with the dated construction into the 60s, 70s, and 80s, you will find a handful of options that are freehold, semis, and detached, even in that 600,000 price point. 1,034 square feet. I don't know, is it second to level? I feel like you might find the room sizes to be very small with this kind of a layout, and 1,034 square feet. So let's take a look at this one and see what it has to offer. What you're looking at is the stairs. You will have to climb a flight of stairs to get into the house, and this, we're not looking at 2 or 3 steps. So just keep that in mind, especially if you have, older parents living with you with knee issues or hip issues. This could be a daily challenge for them. So things to consider when you go out and buy a house. So these are small things, but can sometimes make or break a deal for you. I do like, however, this nice and open space before you enter the house. It makes it look more nice and welcoming. You have it on the front of the house. What I can see, obviously, the flooring, the color palettes, even the lightings, everything has been updated in the house. It's not from the 50s or 60s, which is great. So even for someone who is looking for a turnkey home, this could be considered as a good option. Kitchen size, great. You have quad-set countertops here, and cabinetry. I mean, cabinet space could be little. I'm not sure what this is, but if this is an additional pantry, then I think you could make it work. I do like the overhang, which you could use as a breakfast bar for those busy mornings, grabbing a quick bite with your kids. And overall, it's a nice open flow. At least the colors make it look spacious. But I'm interested to see the second level. Again, you can see the dining space is very compact. I don't think you can fit in a full-size dining table. Take a look at this first room. I find it small, in my opinion. This seems like a second room to me. Again, you can see very small. We try to take these pictures from the widest angles possible, and that's what you get with the widest angle of the camera. And that pretty much does tell you what the room size is like. And that's why I say, if you want a 3-bedroom layout, honestly, go for at least 1,400 to 1,500 square feet to give you a good spacious layout. Because what you find in this house is a great example, because you can see, even though it's freehold, it's a semi, there's no condo fee, but you can see this layout is not that spacious. So that's where you will have to pick your bets and see what you want to settle with, right? You do have a full washroom. So you have one washroom full on the second level, and you have one 3-piece washroom with a shower in the basement that is finished as well, which is great. So that's what you get, though, a big, gigantic sized backyard. I didn't see how deep was it, but it seems to me a very, very deep backyard, and you have this storage shed here, which is great. So let's take a look, just a peek. Yeah, 137 feet deep backyard. So that's what you see. But overall, for low 600, if you're looking for a semi or a detached, this is what you can find. Honestly, I don't think it will get any better than this within this very budget. So let's take a look at the mid 600 now. And now this is again a freehold property, and we'll look at something newer in the same mid 600 price point. But take a look at this. For now, we have this sold for $660, end of Jan, early Feb, 3-bedroom and 2 washroom. 1992, so it's not too bad. Not that old, as we saw the other one, 1959. You are looking at slightly bigger space, 1194 square feet. However, the basement is unfinished. Let's take a look at this. You have, basically this is is it a semi? Yeah, it's a semi in Highland West, which is located at the border of Kitchener and Waterloo, like the neighborhood that's pretty much bordering a part of Waterloo, if you may. And let's take a look at the pictures actually. So just keep one thing in mind. In this one, you don't have a garage that is covered. So you do have a nice and deep driveway where you can easily park, I can see like at least 2 or 3 cars back to back, but you don't have a garage. So just keep that in mind when you go out and shop for some of those things. If a garage is a must-have for you, then this could be a deal breaker. And this is the kitchen. Okay, very interesting layout. I find the kitchen to be very small. That's just my take. From what I can see, right across the kitchen is where you have a dining, and right across the dining to the other side is where you have your living area. So it's not a completely open layout. Kitchen is closed, but your dining and living is adjacent to each other, and you have a natural flow from kitchen to the dining area. And few steps up is where you have what it seems like the bedrooms, which we will look at. But it's nice circular shape. I love how many windows you have in this area. So that's your bedroom 1. Not bad size, not a small size, as small as we saw the other one. This is the 2nd bedroom and the 3rd bedroom. Okay, I think it's decent enough size. It could have been better. It could have been bigger, but I think it's livable space overall, in my opinion. And you have 2 full washrooms actually. So 1 in the basement and 1 on that 2nd level. So this is what you can find in the high 6 in one of the great neighborhoods. And what you will find with the semis and detached, the lot size will be naturally bigger. And what I also like is that it's sloping away from the house, which is great for those rainy months. Now, this is, again, we are still in the mid 600 in slightly older construction. Now I will show you something, if you're rather looking for a detached in the same price range, what you can find. So this will give a good idea about your detached options. And then we will go back to some of the newer homes as you go into high 600,000. So stay with me. 3 bedroom, 2 washroom is what you are looking at. Sold in December for $675, 1987 build. That's the kind of age you're looking at, and about 1,200. So keep in mind, guys, with the detached or semis within this price range, it's likely going to be somewhere around 11 to 1,300 square feet. It's not going to be any bigger than that. Also, the age you're looking at 80s and 90s, you will barely find anything that's built after 90s if you're looking for something semi or detached in this particular price point. But let's take a look at this detached. So if you're a buyer, or if you're someone who is, saying, I only want a detached and my budget is this much, this is a good representation of that kind of a property that you can find these days in Kitchener. So let's take a look at the inside of this home. So right as you enter, you basically face your kitchen on one end, and you have your living area to the other side of it. I can see the flooring. There is a hardwood flooring, what I can see, but it is from the width of the plank. I can say it's old. It's not recently done. And you have this natural flow from living to dining, and from the other side to the kitchen. And of course, you have a natural flow from dining to the kitchen area, which is great. And you have walk out to the deck and the back. Good sized kitchen actually. And also it looks in good shape. Lots of storage, lots of pantry space. So that's great. Space wise, I like what I see so far. Let's take a look at the bedroom though, because 1,200 square feet, 3 bedroom. Let's see. Okay, not a bad size. To me, it looks like a king size bed, and you can see there is still like an office desk, and still you have, space to play around. This is a rather secondary room, one of the smaller ones, rightly so, and this is the third. So second and third bedrooms are obviously slightly smaller, and that's what you will get with anything around 1,200 square feet and 3-bedroom layout. But you do have a finished basement with this like a rec room or a flex space. You can see that someone is using a rec room, partly gym, and I saw some toys lying around. So it's a very versatile space. You can use it for multiple things. You do have not a shower, but a tub and a vanity, of course, because that's your washroom. What I would do or consider doing is change that into a shower, because no one has time to. It makes it impractical in a way, right? Less usable, especially for those busy mornings. If you need to use that washroom, you want access to a shower at least. A tub is fine, but you do want a shower with the tub. Now, lastly, I want us to, actually a couple more places I want us to look at. And this is, like I said, as I promised, I'm bringing you guys back to rather newer homes. So stick with me here. We are back in the Huron Park, my personal favorite neighborhood. We are likely looking at like early 2000s, like this is around 2010. They haven't mentioned the age, but I can tell you it's around that time. 1,543 square feet over this 3-story layout. And I don't know how Sigma Y it mentions 2-story, but I can tell you this is considered a 3-story layout. 2-story layouts are different. 1,543, and we have finished walkout basement. So sold for $690, again in the month of early Feb. So 3-bedroom, 3-washroom. Let's take a look. I love the space already. I mean, just look at how wide that foyer is. If you are trying to settle down here, get your shoes on, you have ample space. Even the double closets, just amazing. And this is your living area. Very nice and spacious. You can see lots of natural light. And this is something I would consider over some of the older construction we looked at earlier. It's just my own perspective. Again, this is completely freehold as well. You have dining with a walkout to the deck in the back, and you have this kitchen. Yes, you could definitely update this kitchen eventually to make it look more modern with the quasi countertops, all the fluff we talk about, right? All the things that makes it look good, like new cabinetry, new countertops, new flooring, new backsplash. Even you can raise this cabinetry all the way to the ceilings. Light fixtures, talk about it. It goes endless. Once you own a home, guys, it's just endless how much you can do with it. But overall, it's move-in ready. It's a well laid out floor plan. You have laundry on the second level, which is amazing. And you have this full washroom right here on the second level. And this is where you have, this is your primary bedroom with his and her closet. And that's the washroom we looked at. What I see is this is a Jack and Jill setup. So it's, again, very functional layout where you only have one full washroom, but you have access to it from multiple bedrooms, including the primary bedroom, which is great. So that's one of the secondary bedrooms. I like the space overall, not bad. And this is where we are in the basement area. So you have this open space, you have a 3-piece. So you have one full washroom on the second level, one 3-piece in the basement, and then you have one powder room, of course, on the main level. Decent sized backyard. You have this nice, square shaped deck. Take a look at this. I think it can be great for entertaining friends and families during those summer days. And you have access to the yard as well. So you get the best of both worlds. So this is what you get for $690 if you're looking for rather something newer. And, again, in the high six, I'll show you one last option. If you are indeed looking for a detached in a great neighborhood for $700,000, this could be another great option worth considering. So what you are looking at is in Chicopee. So we are on the east end of Kitchener. Great neighborhood with access to some great schools. 3-bedroom, 2-washroom. Sold in December for $700,000 and 1986 built. So age is where you will have to adjust if you're tight on budget, but you're looking for rather a detached or a semi that is freehold. Of course, I mean detached and semi will be freehold, but you know what I mean. The age is where you will have to sell down. 1,575 square feet which is a great layout with the finished basement. Take a look at the pictures. I love how deep that the driveway is. You can easily park at least 2 cars and 1 in the garage, which is awesome. And this is where you have your living, and parallel to that you have that alley going in. I like how deep that is. It's nice and spacious. The other side is where you have the kitchen. So you can see you have a wall that is going in between the living and the kitchen area that is going parallel to each other. I'm just trying to make sense of this kitchen though. Stay with me and we'll see. Okay, so you have the fridge here. Okay, wait. So you have the fridge and the cabinetry here where you will be using your part of your kitchen. Okay, so I don't know, it just seems a little bit off to me, because on one hand you have this living area, right, which seems very small, but then you have part of the kitchen here and part of the kitchen on this side. So you guys let me know in the comments below. I'm not sure about this layout overall, but you have the living area on the other side too. So it could work out. You could make it work, or you could make some layout changes once you move in as well. But you have the 2-piece powder, and as we head upstairs is where we have this 1 bedroom, 2nd bedroom. We could definitely use some fresh color palettes to make it more neutral, but this is not bad actually. This is what it looks like, a primary bedroom to me. And there is some new flooring I can see on that bedroom. So some part of the home has been updated. Love the sunlight peeking through that airy window, into the washroom. So you will only find those things in the homes built in the 80s. So you will not find it these days in some of the newer homes. So, but yeah, that's the detached you're looking at. Look at the size of the yard, and that's what you get. So, with the 700,000 price point. So there you have it. Now we do know exactly what you can find between that 6 and 700,000 price point here in Kitchener, Ontario. And what I can tell you is this: 6 to 700,000 price point, it won't give you a destination home or your dream home, but it will give you at least your starter home. So that's how I would look at that price point. Nonetheless, if you got some value, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell so you are the first to learn about the current market in and around Kitchener, Waterloo. And whether you are thinking of moving in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. All my info is right below in the description. I'll be more than happy to help you relocate in and around Kitchener, Waterloo. Until next time, well, I will show you around town.